Alright, in today's video, I'm going to show you how one 30-minute candle can choose the direction for your trade for the day. You only need one 30-minute candle, and this is going to be of the high of the 30 minute, and we are going to use the low of the 30 minute. So what we are going to wait for, we are going to wait after the 30 minute at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time has formed. We're going to wait for price to either take the upside, have a reversal, or continuation. I'm going to show you an example of both. Come back into the range and we continue downwards. Vice versa, when price takes out the low, we are going to wait for price to reverse or a continuation for the first 30 minutes, and I'm going to show you how to take these types of entries. So no further ado, let's get straight to the charts and let's go through some examples. Right, so there's two indicators that you need to do today. The one is the Orb Algo by Flux Charts. So this marks out the first 30 minutes of the day, the 9:30, as you can see here, and enable it. So it's 9:30 a.m. and it's this green and red line. So this marks your 30-minute candle. For example, in this one here, that's your 30-minute range. Same with this one here, it has started. And the next indicator, I need you to go get Flux Charts, the price action toolkit. Link is in the description. Go check out their website. Go check out all the awesome indicators. For this one, it's the price action toolkit. I enabled the fair value gaps with these settings. And what we are going to wait for, we're going to go on a reversal one quickly. So we want to wait for price to either take out the low or the high of the first 30 minutes. So let's quickly see what happens. As you can see, fair value gaps is forming. Here we just took out the low of this 30-minute candle right over here, the 30-minute range. And now there's a bunch of entry models you can follow. For this one, we are going to use a fair value gap. So now we want a fair value gap to form back inside to this range. So let's see what happens. There we had a push. There we had our fair value gap formed. You will see the indicator will draw it out now if I play one ahead. So we are going to enter our position right there. We're going to put our stops below the first candle's body, and we are going to target a fixed 1 to 2 risk to reward trade, and let's see what happens. There we go. The fair value gap has formed. We are inside of the trade. Let's play price forward. And there you go. As you can see, we entered right over here and we had our closure right over there, a 1 to 2 risk to reward trade. So for this same example, let's quickly have a look here. You can see we took out this high. We had a big push up. On our way up, price is creating fair value gaps. Liquidity has been taking right over here, another fair value gap. So price is indicating for me that it wants to move higher. So now again, as soon as we reach this high, as you can see, we had a little bit of a retracement, not something significant. There's a huge fair value gap that has been filled. No fair value gaps has been created to the downside. Into this fair value gap, right away we had this big push out, candle 1 2 3. We had a fair value gap formed right over here. So what you can do as well, you can enter your trade right over here on the third candle. You can put your stops below the first candle's low, and then you can target a fixed 1 to 2 risk to reward trade. Why? Again, You can see price is leaving these fair value gaps. It already took the downside liquidity, so price is more likely to continue upwards. So let's enter this trade and let's see what happens. So fixed 1 to 2 risk to reward, stop loss at the bottom of the bodies, and let's see what happens. We are already on the next day. You can see price literally tapped into this fair value gap right over here, and this one got stopped out. All right, so let's look at another example. Our 30-minute has formed. We are going to wait for price to either take the high or the low, and we are going to wait for a fair value gap. There we took our high, as you can see that wick. So now we are looking for either reversal or a continuation. Price is not giving us anything yet. We can see there's a nice 5-minute order block resting down here as well. So that's some extra confirmation. Let's see what happens. Starting to push down. No fair value gap has formed yet. There's our first fair value gap that has formed. It's a nice small one right over here. So as you can see, took liquidity right over there. We had a shift right over there, and we had a small fair value gap right over there, and you can target entry right over there, stops below above the first candle, and you can target a fixed 1 or 2 risk to reward trade. Let's enter this trade right over there, stop loss right over there, TP right over here. Let's see what happens. There again, there's another entry right over there. First entry has been met. As you can see, the indicator plotted out our another fair value gap. So what you can do, you could have entered right over there. Stops above the first candle's high right over there. And you can target a 1 or 2 risk to reward. And let's see how this one played out. And as you can see, immediately it went to TP. Okay, so let's quickly go for a continuation one. All right, so here you can see orb is busy forming the high and the low of the first 30 minutes at 9:30. There's a bunch of fair value gaps that being left outside, so price is in a strong downwards move direction. Let's see what happens. So we take out this low with a huge push down. There's a nice fair value gap created right over there. There's a nice one created right over here. So candle 1, 2, 3. You can enter right over there. Stops above the first candle's highs. And you can target a fixed 1 or 2 risk to reward trade. Let's see what happens. Price came a little bit back. And we got stopped out right over there. So that's a losing trade. As you can see, there's not a big push. We have a nice 5-minute order block right over here. See what happens. There we have a nice fair value gap. Enter right over there. Stops above the first candle's high. And you can target a fixed 1 or 2 risk to reward trade. Let's sow again. As you can see, stop loss TP. Let's see what happens. And there you go, immediately. So this trade was a 1 losing, 1 winning. So it's a 1 to 1 for this day, a 1% for this day. And that's how easy it is. Flux Charts 2 indicators, the orb algo by Flux Charts. make sure it's on the 9:30 and make sure it's on the 30-minute. And you go down to the 5-minute and you find your entries there. And the next one is the Flux Charts Price Action Toolkit. Link is in the description. Go have a look, and then I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.